Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, colleagues. So you are here in Mumbai, and this is not how Mumbai says hello to such stalwart people. Can we hear a round of applause? Come on, we need to hear this. That's more like it. And as the evening proceeds, we want to hear this louder, all right? We need to, all these guests who have come here, taken time off, we need to hear it for them, all right? Can we have it one more time? Come on, louder, louder, people. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Subhash Ji. Thank you, Zayed. This guy is too handsome. He's, anyways. All right. Cinema in India has always been India's greatest cultural export, shaping global perceptions about India, our country. Who better to discuss the power of films in tourism than the showman himself, Subhash Ji. Can we hear it? Come on, Subhash Ji for you. We also have, as everyone knows, he doesn't need any introduction, all the ladies' heartthrob and the envy of every man. So, all the guys are always, we are very jealous of you, sir.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for this warm welcome and having a very valued subject to be discussed and to be debated. But I would like to tell first to our anchor that I did not understand a single word what he said. Because of this vibration of the sound,
All right.
sound system, please check yourself whether can you hear me
Yes,
properly?
yes.
Okay, but only thing I couldn't hear him. He's so close to me.
Monitors, please. Can we put the monitors a little louder, please?
थोड़ा
Subhash Ji, is this better now?
थोड़ा सा और better हो सकता है.
और हो सकता है. Please, monitors louder,
क्योंकि
please.
हम फिल्म वाले लोग हैं तो थोड़ा सा sensitive है. Sensitive to
No
us.
problem, sir. No problem. We'll do the best. So is this better now?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right. Welcome, Subhash Ji. Welcome, Zayed. I'd like to start this conversation with asking Subhash Ji. Sir, I must tell you, we've grown up listening, watching your movies, and really, it's an honor to share this stage with you right today. And it's a really honor. I don't know how to express this, but it's an honor. Thank you, sir, for having taken your time from your busy schedule and spending time with us, sir.
Let me tell you that I have also grown up making my films.
Such a good one, such a good one.
Thank you.
All right, Subhash Ji, I would like to ask you, Bollywood has always showcased India's landscapes from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Yeah. So how do you see cinema influencing destination branding in India? Like how can we improve the branding through our cinema?
May I ask you one question?
Please.
How many people are here in our audience or for other countries here?
We have people. We have gentlemen from Macau, Sri Lanka. Come on, people. Zanzibar. Mr. Arif, where are you? Oh, we have that gentleman from and Sri Lanka. Yeah, I mentioned Sri Lanka. And yes, I think we have, anybody else from any other country? Singapore.
Welcome.
Kenya, Bahrain, wow.
Very good.
Basically, the recolonization of the world by Indians.
Yes. Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to define one word called Bollywood. Have you ever thought why we are known as Bollywood? Please answer me.
I knew this was coming.
He's not ready for it.
No, I was not ready for it, sir. No. So please, we would like to hear.
You see, Bollywood, the world, has been instituted by the BBC in 1985 when my film Ram Lakhan was released. And that time they took my permission to cover my parties and premieres. And they took all those shots of the ladies having their bags and hairstyle and saris and dresses. They did not take any of my statements. And they said, this is Bollywood, this is the Bombay film industry which is imitating Hollywood. So they called us the imitator of the Hollywood. And that's why don't we call it Bollywood? So practically they mean as our Indian cinema in India, I would say. And very fondly we accepted that and we say, we are Bollywood. Others say we are Tollywood, we are Rollywood.
Man, we've not even started, and the conversation is already insightful.
So I would be very happy if you, in future, if you call us with the people from the Hindi cinema, Indian cinema, that is a better world
Done, sir.
known as a cinema maker. Thank
Sure,
you.
sir. Bollywood won't be uttered
Thank you.
here on.
So this is the first point. The second point is, now we are talking about the tourism part of it, that how cinema contribution to the cinema. You see, I was born in Delhi and my father was a doctor and I could see only Delhi that time. But my parents used to send me to Punjab, to UP, to Bihar, to go by train. And through train I could see the mountains and the fields of India. And I was very keen about the locations. Then they sent me to Hardwar, they sent me to Agra to see the Taj and all those things. And then I went to South. And I say, okay, how many lucky children who see all this? Because India was a poor country that time. I'm talking about 1950s probably. But when I saw cinema, when I saw films, and particularly the films from the Western countries, film like Dr. Zhivago, Sound of Music, and I could see that this is the other world which we read in books. But we were introduced with those visuals of those countries. ये न्यूजीलैंड है, ये ऑस्ट्रिया है, ये यूरोप है, ये रशिया है. And that is how the pictures came in front of us through cinema only. अब बेचारे टूरिस्ट डिपार्टमेंट वाले जो लोग होते हैं हमारे, वो काफ़ी गरीब होते हैं. उनके पास 2-4 किताबें होते हैं. अगर उनके पास जाएं तो आपको 1-2-3 गाइड बुक पकड़ा देंगे सरकारी तौर पे. But what cinema has contributed to integrate the people of the world is amazing. It's just amazing if you look at it and you really look into it. Because when you write a story about a country, about a people, when I see French film or a Korean film or a Western film, I see their people, I see their culture, I see their judges, inspector, families, father, mother, how do they behave, how do they interact, what are their moral values, what are their behavior, cultural behavior over there. And we feel that we are different, like West and East, there we come to know, through cinema. So I grew up watching cinema, and then I went to FTI, and then I saw the world cinema over there. And probably this is the only medium where I could grow myself, my visuals of the all over the world. Later on, I went to tour all over the world, you see. That is a different thing because as a filmmaker, we have to go for recce. And if we think about a particular country, this happened in Kenya, this happened in Austria or somewhere. So we have to go and meet those people, greet those people, and we sketch those things on celluloid. So if you look at it, the whole world is united because of the movies. How America became elder brother to the rest of the world? For 2 reasons. One is their export of defense, and second is their export of entertainment, movies, and movies. Am I right?
Very true, very true.
Because the Russian children, Chinese children, Eastern, They all watch the way they live, the way they entertain themselves, the way they celebrate their life. Why we can't? And it shook their culture a bit. So can you understand how it can affect the culture and the growth of the children of other countries when you present your own country? Unfortunately, can I speak now? I'm sorry. Unfortunately, India has not been promoted too much. That I went to America, Western countries. They used to call us East Indians. East Indians. हमें इंडियन नहीं कहते थे. ये पाकिस हैं, इंडियन हैं. जैसे कि बहुत गरीब देश से लोग आए हुए हैं, साइड में खड़ा कर दो. But you know, one film came. I used to go earlier also to America. But one film which was made, which was called as Gandhi film by Attenborough. And Gandhi film introduced India to the rest of the world, sir. Gandhi film introduced India. How I remember, Zayed, I used to go before also. तो चलो खड़े हो जाओ इमिग्रेशन में टक 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 चलो चलो लाइन में लगो ऐसे ऐसे. After Gandhi, that immigrant officer looked at my passport and there was written, there's a film director, Subhash Ghai. He looked at me, you are from India. I said, yes. Did you meet Gandhi? I said, no sir, I didn't make Gandhi, Attenborough made the Gandhi. What a brilliant film and what a brilliant country, he said that. He said that, what a brilliant country. This was a common man receiving about your country, about your culture, about your people. They have made 10 Commandments, they have made brilliant films on Ben-Hur, on their culture, and introduced all over the world. Have we made any film on Lord Krishna which can connect to the sensibility of all rest of the world? Not yet. We Indians are epical people, we are happy with each other. Ramayana ki do chapai suna do kafi hai. You see. So, India has been a very rich country. I used to read, is a poor country inhabited by rich resources. Now the resources are coming up. I'm talking about 50 years back. So the tourism itself is a very extremely important factor in connecting people. But the cinema has the biggest contribution. Let me take this pride and let me make you understand that how cinema has done. I have shown in Pardes film, India as well as America. You saw Pardes. So there were two countries, the Western dreams and Indian ideals, Indian morals. So that is why we have to push ourselves. All those people who are pushing the tourism must remember that they should push their own country's culture, your country culture, and introduce them to their characters and locations so that people should come and visit. And see, पहले तो क्या था? एक ताजमहल था, एक फतेहपुर सिकरी थी, एक लाल किला था, एक दो तीन चार चीजें थी बस. Now the tourism has grown because now they say that India is a emerging economy, growing company.
Well said, sir.
So it has been developed now. So now we have places like Kashmir, we have places like Kulu Manali, south, west, east. So you can do a lot of things. So please try to make it a big point when you talk about tourism all over the world. Thank you very much. Now I will leave it to Mr. Zayed Khan about his young experience because he's a moneyed guy, I remember that. So he has traveled more than me, but he has traveled with the richer countries and a widely traveled guy and very knowledgeable guy. Because he worked with me in a film called Yuvraj, and he used to give me a lot of knowledge about every person in the world. ये कोट कैसे पहनते हैं, ये लोग रहते कैसे हैं, ये लोग जीते कैसे हैं, ये खाते कैसे हैं. So I learned a lot from him. Now over to you, Zayed.
Thanks, Zayed.
First, I would like to just take over. I got the
please.
question.
Yes, yes.
Firstly, I would like to thank you, Subhash Ji. You're such a master craftsman. I feel very dwarfed to be here sharing the same dais, same stage with you. First, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, firstly, for having us. You know, I have a different take on this. And I deeply appreciate where Subhash Ji comes from because, yes, firstly, what we do as actors or what we do as filmmakers is we export culture. Now, the truth is, what India is at this point in time, it's not cross-pollinating ideas enough. Like, we have such great history. We have the colony of India, you know, colonized by the British, 1857, the East India Company. We have fictional stories, non-fictional stories like Anguli Mal, Vikram and Betal. We need to bring actors who are celebrated in their country and write them into our stories, whether it's fictional, whether it's non-fictional, whether it's period, whether it's drama, and give them equal importance for that audience to start loving this country as well.
What a point.
You know, so
Yes.
that's one, because it's, at the end of the day, Subhash Ji, I've had the pleasure of working with in Yuvraj, and I can tell you, they don't make them like this anymore, you know. When he used to go on set, he would really study the science of the background, the science of the geography. What is this person doing here? And there would be, you know, you would be like learning your lines, and Subhash Ji just look at you and says, "Beta, wo chodo. Just samne aao. Just listen to what I'm saying and do it." It's like Subhash Ji has a vision. He knows how to, you know, cultivate his characters, how to graph his characters, how to, and people blindly, and I see even Mr. Anil Kapoor work so hard under Subhash Ji, you know, that I've never seen any actor, like even tinke pe, you know, ki ye sahi nahi tha, wo sahi nahi tha, and they're such perfectionists. So we need storytellers to come to the foray to make such productions that cross-pollinate people, technicians, actors, performance artists, action directors. Now, what happens is, that's when you can say, come to Kashmir and shoot. Come to Kerala and shoot. Because India's got the snow, we've got the desert, we've got the beaches, we've got like, you know, valleys, we've got rivers, we've got, I mean, things that we haven't explored. The other thing is, I definitely need to bring this to the foray, is that, you see, any country needs long-term think tanks. Unfortunately, every government that comes has a different agenda, and they break the momentum of the agenda of, say, projects that are already at play. Now, if you want to have 10-year projects and phase them out into like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, that can be the next Warner Brothers. That can be like the next big, you know, studios. Then you need like somebody to say, you know, like how they appoint people in the Federal Reserve. It's a 14-year tenure, irrespective of whatever government comes in, Democrat or Republican. Why? Because they don't have to have a bias. Now, we have to create those kind of bodies. The government, Indian tourism, has to support those bodies where they say, okay, you know what, we need to incentivize this vertical, we need to give subsidies to this vertical, because this is soft power. Just like Subhash Ji pointed out earlier, where what is Hollywood? It's the advertising agency for America. You know, big military might, big, ticket show events, but they also put in the work. I mean, recently they've built this phenomenal facility called the Dome, and I'm sure all of you all are aware about it. Now, these kind of facilities, they don't come like easy. They take time. They take a lot of people to like take risk, investment. And then when you don't see the government like give it that kind of push or give it some wind underneath its wings, people are not interested anymore to do it. So then how are we going to attract all the big people? How are we going to attract the Hollywood guys? How are we going to attract the guys from Europe? How are we going to attract? And these guys spend money. They do spend money. But we have to give them the facilities, the infrastructure, the technical window that says, this is the way it's going to be. So, those are my thoughts on that.
Amazing. So, I must tell you, these two gentlemen, he's handsome and intelligent, and Sir, we know, they have summarized all my questions in one question. So you answered all my questions, whatever I was going to ask you. Trust me.
Lucky you.
So can we have lunch?
Yes, sir. Sir, you must see the time over there, how perfect we are. We have just 1 minute left and we've finished our conversation. I would just like to end, I'd like to just end this, sir. So I'm a big Whistling Wood fan. I go there just to spend time sometimes. I've taught there also, sir. I teach also. I teach events under Deepak Chaudhary. I used to teach events over there. So I just love being there. And somehow, I just want to ask you, can Whistling Wood be the next, like a Warner Brothers studio? Or have you ever thought about that?
Good question. A question of my interest. You see, I opened a film school, creative and communication school in Bombay that is known as Whistling Woods International. And I opened this, it started in 2006. Now it is 20th year going on. And when I was making movies, I made a lot of money. And then when you make a lot of money, then you say, what's next now? एक और hit बना लूँगा, क्या होगा? पैसे का क्या करेंगे? Then some philanthropy comes within you. तो लोगों ने कहा कि भाई जैसे राज कपूर साहब ने स्टूडियोज बनाए हैं, महबूब साहब ने बनाए हैं, वैसे आप भी बना लो. तो मैंने बोला फिर वो स्टूडियो का क्या करेंगे? हमारे बच्चे लोग जो हैं स्टूडियो में आएंगे, पर्ची का किराया खाएंगे और वैसे रह जाएंगे. And so many youngsters used to come to my office for one reason, because I introduced 11 stars, in the industry in my 18-20 movies. So then I met Mr. Dilip Kumar. He was my favorite brother and actor. We worked 3 films together. And I asked...
Raji, may I just ask you a quick question? Because I always was inquisitive about this. How did you handle Raji and Dilip Saab in one movie and get them to do like the best performance ever? It's
He's
like,
a gossip.
It should be in a Guinness Book of World Records.
He's drawing me to the gossip.
But we want to...
We'll come later. But I'm talking about the Whistling Woods. So I thought that let me put my knowledge, experience, and all my money into one place, opening a film school in Bombay. I belong to myself from FTI, Pune Institute. I did my study and I knew that how much it helped me growing the cinema part of it. So I said, okay, let me open the school. And I traveled all over the world, 32 film schools, to make a full note and write a thesis about the whole thing. And then I connected the best of the people in my industry and business community. And then I applied to the government in Film City, if you can give me the land, and they gave me the land, which is still in question all the time. But that time, in 90s, the talent was instinctive talent. And our all education was depending on the memory-based education, not a skill-based education. That is a different, I find, education in Western countries and India. I said, this is a big problem. You see, they should have a skill, which today they have, you see, because of AI, ChatGPT, new generation has taken over a different thing. I'm talking about that time. So I was the first person in the film industry who spent all his money and all his experience, and I created a team. And I opened an institute with the international faculty over there at that time. And the best of the subject, best of the filmmaking, animations, art, science, commerce, technology, everything relating to the creative work, media work, part of it. And today it is one of the top 10 of the world film school. Thank you. So we groom them as a human first. We groom them as a human development programs. And then the skill, then the cognitive intelligence, then the artificial intelligence. And we tell them artificial intelligence, ChatGPT is your support. It's not you. You are a human intelligence. Nobody can challenge the human intelligence because finally he created artificial intelligence. So the children today have to be taught with the different philosophy of education, methodology of education, with the best of the teachers. So that is why I'm happy. I used to make films, now I'm making filmmakers. Thank you.
Kya baat hai, kya baat hai. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Subhash ji, again. This was so insightful. Zayed, thank you again. Mr. Charming.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much.